Hello, wonderful people of the internet. Welcome back to another episode of Simuleos. Today is going to be very short, and I'm really sorry about that. I had a meeting that lasted until, I guess basically 6:45-ish, 6:30, and because of that, I ended up, just being late to today's stream. I can't reasonably go much past 8, and 8 is in about 45 minutes, so I'm just going to stream for as long as I can, which is just super short. Finishing up what we started yesterday. So, if you weren't here yesterday, let me go ahead and catch you up. Also, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. And yeah, I hope everything's going okay. I know times are kind of weird right now, but that's how it is. So, I'm going to go ahead and open up Zernal PEP. And let's get started talking about this Easter algorithm, right? So I've introduced this in the past few days. My assumption is that if you're here today, you probably saw one of my previous streams. We're talking about Gauss's Easter algorithm. Okay, so the idea here is that we're trying to calculate the date of Easter, right? Now, this is one of those questions, one of those problems that fundamentally push the boundary of human knowledge forward for, like, millennia. But it's super surprising that it did. And I just realized I didn't do this. Let me go ahead and post on Discord that I'm live, because I have failed to do that. Let's see, grab this. Oop. Grab this. And let's just paste it there. Okay, nice. Okay. So, what is the problem here? Right, so in order to track the date of Easter, every year, basically what you need to do is find the Paschal full moon, which is the first full moon after March 21st, so the first full moon of spring. And then you need to find the next Sunday, right? So the issue, Cropip, how are you? I feel like it's been ages since I've seen you here on stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hey Amaras, how are you? Right, so what you need to do is first find the Paschal full moon, which is the first full moon after March 21st, and then you find the following Sunday after that. This means that basically we have a lunar calendar, which is what we use to grab the Paschal full moon. Ooh, that didn't quite work. Let's try that one again. And we tie that into the Gregorian calendar. Greg is what I'm going to call it, which is related to the Sunday. So the reason this is so complicated and annoying is simply because we have these two calendars that we have to make work together. And a few days ago, we went through and we talked about what this means, how we do it. And if we just look up computus, you'll find all the information you need to find there. Now, I do apologize for being super brief about this right now. The reason I'm being very brief is simply because I don't have much time today, and I kind of want to get into the stuff that we were talking about yesterday. So yesterday we introduced this thing, or we found this thing called Servois's table, and I think I have to do this. Nope. Basically, this guy called Servois. Come on. Try that one again. Okay, basically this guy took Gauss's Easter algorithm, and he used the algorithm to find this table here. Let's view the image here. The way you read this is by basically, okay, so on the y-axis you have the decade that you're calculating, so 1800, 1810, 1820, 1830, and on the x-axis you have the year, right? So in the year 1800, the 9th of April is the day of the Paschal full moon. That's how I think we need to read this. Now, no matter what I did with Gauss's algorithm, I could not find this date of 9. And what I want to do today is I want to figure out what these numbers actually are, and more importantly, how we can generate something like this somewhat straightforwardly, right? So this is kind of something that I'm interested in talking a bit about, trying to figure out more. So I'm going to read this section here, and we'll go from there. Is it for your school project? No, this is for, so this isn't for a school project. This is for something known as the Arcane Algorithm Archive. In case you haven't been there before, it is, I realize you put a kappa there, so you're probably being sarcastic, but this is a good way to introduce it to people who may not know. This is let's just go to, bubble sort is fine. This is meant to be kind of like numerical recipes, where it's a way to teach and explain different algorithms of different kinds. And the idea is that we provide every algorithm in every language we can think of, even chip 8, Fortran 90, x86 assembly. We should have white space, VLang, I don't know, a whole bunch of different things. So the point of the algorithm archive is to teach algorithms, and as a way to do that, we offer the algorithm in every language possible. So that's kind of the shtick of the algorithm archive, and this is going to be an algorithm specifically to calculate the date of Easter. It's one of the oldest algorithms I can think of. I mean, we have the Euclidean algorithm and stuff like that in there as well. But I really like going through these kind of historical algorithms too. I mean, there's a reason it's actually the Arcane Algorithm Archive. That's the name of the book, because though it is important to go through, really important algorithms, like sorting and searching and all this kind of stuff, I think going through the arcane algorithms is kind of a bit more fun and kind of more the heart of the project. Hey, Trash Talk, how are you? Anyway, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I know it's kind of weird right now. The world's kind of weird right now with the whole coronavirus thing. So I'm hoping, at least for the next few minutes, you guys can come chill, hang out, and just talk a bit about algorithms and this kind of stuff. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that as I'm going through this work, feel free to let me know, and I'll do what I can to answer it as soon as I see it in chat. So again, the issue is we need to find a way to recreate this table here. And I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to try to figure it out, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to read this section here. So now, what did Servois do with Gauss's algorithm? Servois used Gauss's 1800 algorithm to create an efficient table, which would calculate the date of the Paschal full moon without any calculations. You just look up the table. Once an individual had the date of the Paschal full moon, then she could use Servois's perpetual calendar to find the date of Easter after the Paschal full moon. Oh, wait a minute. Once an individual had the date of the Paschal full moon, then they could use Servois's perpetual calendar to find the date of the Sunday after the Paschal full moon. And that would be the Easter Sunday. Therefore, the 19th century, one would need no algorithm to determine the date of Easter. However, if others tried to imitate Servois's table and create similar tables for different centuries, then, like Gauss's algorithms, these tables would fail to work after the year 4200 CE. So, as far as that 4200 CE restriction, there's actually a note there. I think as of the 1815 algorithm that Gauss and his mentee created, I think it does go past 4200. I think we need to check that, and I'm not honestly sure how to check that. So if anyone has any idea of how to check, like, how Gauss's Easter algorithm works past the year 4200, I'd be interested to hear. I guess we need like some other algorithm that would allow for us to test what the date of Easter is past 4200 and see if they match. That could be one way of doing it, but then, maybe they both have the same error propagating through. I need to figure out where this 4200 comes from and why it exists, but there's probably a big table somewhere. What is the date of Easter in 4201? List of dates of Easter. Goes up to 2040. That's pretty close. There's no way. There's no way someone just has a list of dates of Easter. Why is my... One second. No way someone has a list of all the dates of Easter up to 4200. Besides, the table would probably be this table that we're trying to recreate here. We'll see. So let's go ahead and CD into projects Simuleos. And we're going to go into Computus. And we're going to CD into projects Simuleos. And again, Computus here. I'm going to open up Julia, and let's go ahead and go into VI Gauss Easter. So we messed around with this a bit yesterday. We wrote this code that calculates basically the date of Easter for a Gregorian calendar, which is a calendar that Gauss's Easter algorithm is supposed to work on, and the Julian calendar, which is just kind of set in the else statement. I probably should say else if cal type equals Julian. Then we'll say that, and then finally else down here. And we're just going to print line unknown calendar type. And I guess we should output the calendar type as well. So we'll just do calendar type, and it will be cal type. Should be something like this. Why not? And let's go ahead and change that there. Write this, and we're going to go ahead and include Not that one. Include, and what is this? Gauss Easter.jl. Else if instead of else if, right? Thanks for that catch. I'll go ahead and put that in there, Ostracera. Else if, what happened there? I don't know what I tried to do, but whatever it was. Okay. I tried to do a tricky Vim thing. What would it, there we go. Dang, that didn't work either. I wanted to do, what did I want to do there? So I wanted to, okay. How do I copy a single character? Is that just C? P? No. I know if I yank, Y will do a full line. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to do X. There, that'll do. Okay. Find out more about the arcane algorithm. Also, I found this. What is this? Easter until 2099, but that's all. 2099 is still pretty good. I mean, like, chances are we aren't even going to live to that long. I mean, come on. Coronavirus, I don't know, climate change, 2099, there's no way we're going to live that long. I borked my arch because I accidentally typed move. Oh, no, you didn't. No. Oh, boy. Oh boy, I'm so sorry. That sucks so much, man. I mean, that's the problem with using Arch and all these kind of more low-level distributions, right? You have the potential to accidentally break the machine if you do something dumb. Sorry. Dude, there was one time I was trying to burn an Ubuntu ISO, right? So all we did is stick stick my flash drive into the computer, and then I typed in dd/dev/sdb, right? However, I forgot that particular computer had 2 hard drives. SDA was the Linux hard drive, and SDB was my Windows hard drive. So I actually completely wiped Windows off my machine, and I didn't even know this happened until literally 3 months later when I tried to boot up the machine for Windows just to play Guild Wars or something like that, and it didn't work. So what I'm trying to say is I've definitely done my fair share of stupid things. A lot of them have even been done here on stream, so keep watching and you might learn a thing or two of what not to do. Hey Gibbous, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay, so let's go ahead and include this guy. Oh, I forgot to write probably. There we go. What do I want to do? So I'm going to try to calculate this 9 here. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to recreate this table. Oh, let's view image. Okay. Now, according to what I just read, and this is going a bit further than I did yesterday, this should be read like so. So once an individual had the date of the Paschal full moon, then they could use Servois' perpetual calendar to find the date of the Sunday after the Paschal full moon. So what I'm looking for here, this 9, is going to be 9 days after the Paschal full moon. So, for, let's see, 1800, with the Gregorian calendar, RD day, which is going to be the number of days until Easter, is going to be 19. So my guess then is that the Paschal full moon will be 10 days after March 21st. So I need to figure that out. How am I going to calculate that? So it's got to be somewhere here in this Gaussian algorithm, right? So let's scroll down here and let's see what we got. Okay, here we are. So here's the algorithm. And we'll just kind of work through this and see what we can figure out. For the record, guys, I hope you're all having a wonderful day, night, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time it happens to be your time. Again, like I said a second ago, if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas, things that you want to talk about, whatever, just go ahead and say so in the chat and I'll catch up when I can. Nothing of importance was lost. I don't know. I mean, as far as lessons learned, I've definitely learned a few lessons the hard way. I mean, the thing is, I probably should... Okay, I don't know. Okay, poll of people here who use Linux. When you burn a Linux ISO, how do you guys do it? I personally use the dd command. I don't know if other people do things that are maybe less... maybe potentially bad, but it's what I use. I use the dd command, right? dd, everyone uses dd, right? So It's just very, like, you could potentially destroy your device. Like, DD is called the destroyer of disks, right? That's sometimes its nickname, you know? So, like, I feel like there should be a better way to do that, and I just don't know it. Fun fact, the last 8 XKCD comics in a row are about the virus. Oh, I actually have not been keeping track. I'm still on Windows 8.1, so there's that. I honestly, I thought Windows 8 was something that people just skipped. Like, I didn't even think people used Windows 8. I burned them using super easy GUI with just one button. What's the GUI though? Like, that was my question. What is the GUI that you use? Okay. So, what are we looking for here? We need, what is D? Let me just look at the math here. So D is going to be mod 19A30. Okay. And A is going to be what? A is going to be mod year 19. So what is A? Let's just look for Paschal. Move up. Up. Oh, it doesn't even mention. So let's do moon. Okay. Down through Gauss's Easter algorithm. Okay. So the first part of the approximate tracking of the lunar orbiting, and the second part is the exact determinant offsetting to obtain a Sunday following the full moon. Okay. Let's see. The first part consists of determining the variable D, the number of days, counting from March 2nd for the closest following full moon to occur. Okay. So what I'm looking for then is I want to output D, which is the days till the full moon, but then I want to subtract that from, I want to subtract E from that. So let's go ahead, D minus E. 16. Thought I had it, but I didn't. Let's see, how am I going to do this? I bought Because Internet. It's a good book. Ah, cool. It prompted me to, do you want to delete all on the hard drive? Belena Etcher, I think. I haven't used it in a while though. Oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, there's that other one that people use all the time. Unet Booten, I think is what it's called. But I haven't, I've never used it because there's the DD command and I don't know. Okay, so then what is E in this case? The variable D is the number of days counting from March 21st for the closest following full moon to occur. Okay, so what is E? E, what do we have here? Right, so E, oh, maybe it's just E. What is E in this case? That's 3. I need 9. For 1800, the date, according to this table, should be 9. Okay. So what are we looking for here? So I'm sorry I'm flipping between all these desktops so much. I hope no one has a problem with that. I do it all the time, so I'm sure people are okay with it, but I need to be more cognizant of the fact that I'm doing it. Let's see. The second part, E, is the additional offset days that must be added to the date offset D to make it arrive at a Sunday. Okay, so let me see if I'm reading this right. Once an individual has the date of the Paschal full moon, then they can use Servois's perpetual calendar to find the date of the Sunday after the Paschal full moon, and that would be Easter Sunday. Nope, I'm still wrong. I think that statement is incorrect. I really do. Because, okay, if this calendar only works off of people already knowing the date of the full moon, right? And this allows for them to find the following Sunday after that. Why do we have 9, 29, 17, 6, 26? What does that mean? That doesn't make any sense in this case because it doesn't make any sense, right? Clearly, if they're just trying to find the following Sunday after the full moon, it should be all less than 7, right? There's no way you have more than 7 days looking for the full moon. Okay, what do we have here? It prompted me with Do You Want to Lead? It's a book about internet and linguistics. Oh, cool, man. He broke the streak. The last XKCD is not about COVID-19. Hey, Frumsy. Man, COVID-19, everyone is speaking pretty much only about the coronavirus. Like, this is all I hear anyone talking about. And also, on the note of the coronavirus, since everyone's talking about it, I will actually probably be driving down to Alabama from Massachusetts sometime this upcoming week. So there will be a few days that I won't stream just because, quite frankly, I'm working remotely. And as I've said many times before, I'm not the biggest fan of my housing situation here in Boston. So I figure, hey, if I'm not the biggest fan of my housing situation in Boston, maybe I could just go to my parents' lake house in, Alabama and stay there for a month or two while I'm waiting out the COVID stuff before I can start working remotely again, So one of my coworkers is also driving down to Tennessee. So I figure it's probably okay. Can you stream from your parents' house? I should be able to stream from my parents' house. I took a note. I specifically asked them to use a speedtest.net thing on their phone, right? Now I'll be hooked up to the Ethernet, so that means that my speed will be slightly faster than whatever speed they just gave me. But they said it was upload speed of 11 megabytes per second and download speed of like 100 or something megabytes per second. So it should be fast enough. I'll check the numbers again, but it should definitely be fast enough because my bitrate is right at 2K. I try to do my best to make it small or very low bitrate for people who have bad internet connections and stuff. How is it so fast? Honestly, I'm kind of surprised myself. So I'm just kind of letting it. I'm surprised they have the internet so fast, and I'm not gonna screw with it. My Wi-Fi is breaking up quite a lot. Do I have quality options? I should. Yeah, I have quality options. So I'm doing the best I can. I mean, 2K bitrate is about as low as I can go without having stream artifacts appear. So that's what I do. And I think it should still be at 2K. Let me see. I don't think I modified it. Edit, file, settings, output, bitrate. Yeah, bitrate's at 2K. Yep. So there is not much I can do about that one. It is what it is. Okay. So let's move over here. But if you do notice stream things that you think I can fix, please let me know and I'll do what I can to fix it. Where am I going here? Like, for example, before streaming today, one of the reasons I'm so late, I told you that the meeting ended at 6:45, so clearly I could have started then, was because my audio was just hiccuping. Like, there, every time I'd speak into the microphone, it would kind of click a bit, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it, so I ended up having to reboot the machine. Long story short, I should learn just to reboot my machine whenever things like that happen, but I don't because I'm an idiot. Whatever. Okay. So what is this table showing? What is 9 in this case? So what is the date of Easter? What is the date of Easter for this year? So let's just include the date of Easter would be the 13th of April. Okay? So for the year 1800. Let me do cal of 1800. Dang it. Cal 1800. Okay. And let's see what we have here. So include Gauss Easter. So we're looking for the 13th of Easter, 13th day. That is a Sunday. And the 9th would be a Wednesday. So that must be the date of the Paschal full moon. Has to be. And what was D in this case? Let's just return 22 plus D. Let's do 22 plus D minus 9. And see what we got here. 32. Oh, that's because I'm an idiot. Let's just do D minus 9. 10. Oh, there's an off by 1. I promise there's an off by 1. Where's that off by 1? Ooh, I'm so close. Where's that off by 1? D plus E minus 9. No, I'm looking for... I know there's an off by 1 somewhere. Where's that off by 1? So the first allowable date of Easter is 21 plus D plus 1. Dang. Ah, no. Okay. So just for the record, what I was trying to do there... sorry if I hit the microphone. What I was trying to do there is I'm trying to find the date of the full moon in the year 1800. Here's the entire year of 1800, right? We know that this Sunday, Sunday the 13th, right over here, that's going to be the date of Easter this year. We know that the full moon should be the 9th. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out what variable we need to output and what sequence of variables needs to be outputted to get that date of the Paschal full moon from this method. That's what I'm trying to find. So D should be the date of the full moon. So if we output D, let's do 22 plus D. So if we do this, Gauss Easter, we get 41. And if we, so this is, it's going to be, so the reason we do 22 is because 22 is the 22nd of March. That's the first day that it could possibly be. It could possibly be Easter. And then we add D to that, which is the number of days until the next full moon. And then we add E to that, which is the number of days from that date until the next Sunday. So in this case, it's going to be, it should be, what should D be? So it should be 22 minus 7, let's see. So 7, 14, 21. So D should be 22 in this case, I think, is what I'm expecting. And when we output this, we get 19. I'm off by 3. Yep, I'm confused as crap. Okay, let me go ahead and catch up on chat. It switched between good speed and just completely frozen. Yeah, I'm afraid that'll happen a lot in the US, specifically because we have bad internet architecture. I don't know. We have issues with the internet here for months. Yeah, see, this is the thing I'm actually kind of afraid of. My parents do kind of live out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's on a lake. It's a pretty big lake. There are a lot of people that live there, but it's still out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm somewhat afraid when going there that I won't be able to stream, but I'm going to do everything I can to be able to do so. That's, I really do want to, like, I'm going there because I want a slight reprieve from being here in Boston. But it still should be fast enough that I can keep my streams up and I can do YouTube content and all that kind of stuff. Satellite internet, it will not be satellite internet. No, it's, I don't know what it is. Oh, maybe it's satellite internet. I don't know. What is broadband internet? I don't know what the different types of internet there are, honestly. Like, I don't know. They use, what do they even use? Crap, is it Comcast? No, it's not Comcast. It's Charter. What does Charter use? Type? Internet services. I don't know. I have no idea. See ya, Trash Talk. Have a wonderful, oh no, Emra, see ya. Have a wonderful evening. Yeah, I don't know what types of internet there are. Okay, let's keep going. So what is 9 then? 9 is a number that comes after 8. Let's see. It was eaten by 7, according to, you know, the old joke. That's about as far as I know. I'm going to output everything. K, P, Q, M, and D, E. Missing something. What did I miss? Ah, I missed that. None of these are a 9. Should I just dot? Let's just do ants. Let's see. A equals ants. Okay. Now we're going to do a dot minus 9. There's a 9. There's a 9 right there. That's a 9. So what does that, where's that 9 come from? And is this systematic? So there's an 18 there. What is the 18? So we're outputting A, B, C, K. K is floor year of 100. How would that have anything to do with anything? Floor of year of 100 is going to be, it's going to be 18. But there's no way that makes any sense. So let's do a dot plus 22. Yeah, that's obviously not going to give us a 9. So I'm going to sit here and just try to figure out how to recreate an table from 1800. That's my goal. That's my only goal for the next 20 minutes of this stream. If you guys are following along and you're trying to figure it out yourself, please feel free to let me know and post any of your ideas in chat. because I'm kind of at a loss here as to how to go from here. So we'll see. Right. So none of these variables create a 9. I could like list all permutations of these numbers and see if any of them produce a 9. But yeah, I don't know. So what is this number then? So it's the number of the full moon. So the first part consists of determining the variable d, which is the number of days counting from March 21st for the closest following full moon to occur. So what is d? So what is, so let's just return d dollar sign. So let's return 21 plus d minus 31. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Figured it out. Welcome to Simuleos, where we just put a bunch of numbers on screen and hope they make sense. So I think what I actually want to do is say modulo 31. That's what I'm looking for. Got it. Okay, so what did I just do? So we knew that D was the offset from March 21st to the next Paschal full moon. And we're looking for the date of that full moon, right? So we know that 21 plus D should be the date until the full moon. But because we're going from March until April, we're going to have to mod 31, and that will give us the date. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to get all of these dates. So we're going to say A is going to be equal to the range from 1800 to 1900. And then we're going to say dates is going to be equal to computus.a. And now we're going to reshape that into a 10 by 10 array. I'm just going to move this over here, and let's see what we got here. Okay. So it looks like we should have the same numbers, I think. So we have 9, 18, 29, 7, 17, 27, 6. Yep, 15. Yep, there we go. So that's this row, or this column and that row. So it looks like we have the right numbers. So this is Servois's table. Yeah, let's go. Pretty excited about that. Actually, I'm more excited than I sound about that. So let's go ahead and do using plots. Let's plot that table. I'm interested to see if the table is any different. I'm actually interested in this. Let me see something. I'm gonna actually plot. So we have D plus E. So I'm gonna do something else here where instead of returning this date, I'm gonna do return. I know this is super messy code. I apologize for that, guys. Return D plus E. And it should be, yes, D plus E here. Yep, let's try that. Okay, so now we're going to say dates to, I don't know, dates, we'll say sun dates for Sunday dates, and we have to re-include it. Ah, dang it. So where's dates, and we're going to do sun dates. I'm sorry, this is so stupid. And then we're going to do reshaped sun dates. Sun dates. Okay, so now we have the dates of the Sunday, and then we have the dates of the Paschal full moon. And I'm just going to go ahead and do heat map of, what is it, reshaped dates, color blues. Okay, give this a second to plot. One problem I have with Julia plots is that it's just so slow to initialize the first plot. And then after this, so once we have these dates, we're able to recreate Servois's table. So this is his table. It's just in color form instead of number form. And I'm going to do reshaped sun dates now. Okay. And now I'm going to do reshaped sun dates minus reshaped dates. Okay. I'm just looking at the pattern a bit to see if there's anything we can glean from this. I'm interested in also plotting E, because I think this plot should be very, very similar to the plot of E. So I'm going to now just output E. And we're going to do include And let's go ahead and do, what was it, Sundates? Let's just do e-dates. I know this is all very badly notated and stuff like this, but we'll go from there. So we're going to do e-dates. And I want to do e-dates. And then we're going to do reshaped. Reshaped Sundates is going to change to reshaped e-dates. And then we're going to have e-dates in here. And now we're just going to pull up this plot. And let's go ahead and plot. Let's plot minus e-dates. Reshaped e-dates. Okay, slightly different than I expected. Let's just plot reshaped e-dates. I'm just messing around with the numbers here a bit, guys. That's completely different than I thought. Crap. Okay, I'm missing a bit of intuition here, but I think I'm happy enough with the fact that we can recreate Sir Voice's table pretty well and pretty effectively. So let me think a bit about this. Hey, C252, do you want another number at the end of the stream? Wait, what number? What numbers are we talking about? So, okay, good news. Even though we had a short stream today, I got as far as I actually wanted to get. I was afraid this would take a lot longer than I actually anticipated. So let me DD here, and I'm going to. What do we want to do? So how do we want to write this function? Right now I have it set so you can read in a calendar type of Gregorian and Julian, depending on whether you want the Gregorian Easter or the Julian Easter. But I figure we also want to be able to output different things. Like if you wanted to output Sir Voice's table or something, should we also have up here? Should we read in a symbol? Like should I just do, what should I say? Output type. And we'll set this equal. We can set this up to be a bunch of different things. We could do like Sir Voice for Sir Voice's table. Because the table is slightly different than the actual date of Easter, right? It's offset by E, which is the days until the next Sunday. Or I need to think about how I want to actually output this now that I think about it. So also, what are we going to put on the algorithm archive? I do like the fact that this algorithm is incredibly straightforward to implement in pretty much any language you want to implement it in. There's no tricks. There's no weird recursiveness. There's nothing going on here except for these modulo operators, which can be a pain, but they're not that big of a pain, right? So what then? What do we need to put into the algorithm archive? I feel like because Gauss's Easter algorithm was made to be for the Gregorian calendar, I feel like we should get rid of the Julian calendar entirely. And we should just leave the Gregorian calendar available. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put this into a version that I feel comfortable putting onto Simuleos, which is just scratch code and stuff like that. So here we're going to say uncomment to recreate Sir Voice's table. Okay. And now the last thing I need to do is figure out. I think what I can do is if I just return. How do I want to do this? Let me say if 22 plus D is greater than 31. Okay. I should just use a ternary operator. See, greater than 31, we'll do a question mark, and then we will return. And I should just return a string, I guess. So we'll say string of 22 plus D. Let's see, D plus E with space March. Okay, something like this. Then else we're gonna do, I guess we'll do string of, I'm not liking this one at all. d plus e minus 9, and then we'll just end that parentheses there and do April. Okay? So this should, in principle, if we include this... Crap. What's the ternary operator in Julia? I'm sorry. No, that's right. Okay. Wait. I'm an idiot. No, it's... If statement A is true... Yeah. So if this is true, we return this. Are we not allowed to do that with return statements, maybe? Colon expected in that operator. Well, let's just do... Can I do the following? Am I allowed to do... Maybe I'm not able to do this with return statements, in which case I'll just use an if-else statement. It's me trying to get fancy. Okay, let's just do an if-else statement. It's easier. Maybe there's also this return in there. I don't know. Screw it. If this is greater than 30, then we're just going to open new line, return this. I usually like this anyway. It's cleaner, in my opinion, just to do an if-else statement. Else. And... Okay, so now if we include... what? This should provide something, if I can get it right. If this end there, string there, there's an extra one here. There we go. 44 of March. Okay, let me try to fix that one. April 13th. For 1800, is that correct? Cal 1800. 13th of April, yes, it would be 13th of April. Bam, look at that. We got it. Okay. Let's see. Check out GitHub. This looks doable in... I think this is doable in almost any language. This should be doable in any language. Okay. So let me go ahead and write and quit this. As you git add Gauss Easter and git commit -m, adding working example for Gauss's Easter algorithm. Okay. And I will do git push origin master. So if you're interested in looking at the code, it is available right now on the Simuleos directory on GitHub. And right, let's see how it goes. Cool. Okay, so that's available on GitHub. Let me think about where we need to go from there. Also, again, short stream. Really sorry about the short stream. I will definitely I'll try to do longer streams from now on. I just, again, had a late meeting. It's been a long day. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Time for another number? Oh, is this related to the website we found yesterday? The amazing website about the magic mathematical trick? Man, I need to find that website again. I can't find it. I accidentally deleted it. But yeah, so that's technically all I wanted to get done today, guys. I know it was a short stream, but we got what we needed to get done. I'm pretty happy with that. I've been wondering if you guys would be interested in maybe doing some climate simulations. I was thinking about doing some development for Klima here live on Twitch, just taking an hour a day just to do that as well. Thinking about like maybe, you know, I'm going to be trying to stream from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I was thinking maybe from 5 to 6 we do something else. There you go, Gibbous. Thank you so much. So yesterday Gibbous posted this. It was an amazing website. I definitely recommend everyone check it out. It's so cool. It's just super cool. But right. So what was that number? The number was 13,183. What was the completely unrelated thing, Trash Talk? Thanks guys so much for the stream. I really appreciate it. And let me see who is live on Twitch that we want to raid. We've got Poku playing Animal Crossing. Bernie Sanders is streaming. We've got Rossman Group doing just chatting. Rocket Sage doing just chatting. I almost feel like we want to raid Rocket Sage. She's been off and on for streaming recently. I'm kind of interested to see what she's doing. Tim is, of course, live. We could raid Tim. It's up to you guys. If there's somebody that you want to raid at the end of stream. I feel like it's been a while since we've done Tim. Maybe we should do that. On the other hand, Poku is playing Animal Crossing. I'll tell you on the next stream. Right. So I will be live from 6 to 8 p.m. Japanese, or not Japanese Standard Time. I'm not in Japan anymore. I'll be live from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, doing more Easter algorithm stuff. I'm hoping to get a lot done tomorrow during the day. I really do want the Algorithm Archive article to be mostly written tomorrow with some small-scale visualizations left to do. And I want to do some recording on Sunday. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do, to get the video mostly ready just in an editable form. And then maybe do some editing on Monday. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for coming in. I think we'll raid Tim. Let's go ahead and raid Tim. Raid Tim, Beaudet. Right. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time it happens to be your time. And if you haven't already, please feel free to join us on Discord to carry on some conversations we had here on stream. You guys are all wonderful. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I will see you guys next time for the next episode of Simuleos. When we do, hopefully, some more Algorithm Archive stuff. I'm pretty excited to be back on this project, man. I just can't tell you how excited I am. Anyway, I will see you guys around next time. Have a great evening, or whatever time. And right, bye.